Before I even start this video, I'd like to say, Suntan, thanks for the birthday present, man. I'm gonna spend that on beer and barbecue and more beer. You're the man. One other thing I'd like to do here is, people keep telling me where they're from, but not everybody. So in the comment section below, tell me which city, which state, province, which country you're viewing my channel from, and put it in the comment section below. I'd like to know how wide this channel's viewership is. Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I'm walking the streets of Changsha today. We just got in. Wei Fang's at a hotel, and she likes to have a snooze in the afternoon when it's 36 degrees outside. Gweilo likes to have a beer when it's 36 degrees outside. But that's not what this video is about. You know, I watched a video here the other day from one of the China haters, and it featured a whole bunch of us basically pro-China YouTubers, and how we are shilling for the CPC. They call it CCP, and they know everything about China, so I guess it's CCP in their videos, it's CPC in my videos. But what I get a kick out of, and what I really get a kick out of, guys, is that these guys that have 700,000-800,000 subscribers will feature a little channel like mine. They watch my YouTube videos, and they find fault with them. They find fault with me. They find fault with Matt from Gweilo, the Barretts, you know, even Mexicanos in China, and Patrick from Patrick's World, the young German guy. You know, all of these people that sort of look at the world in a different light, in a positive light. When these guys moved back to the United States, I told everybody they were going to turn into another China Uncensored, and I wasn't wrong. Sitting there in a studio, green screen in the background, saying all the bad things about China. Why were they going to do that? So they only do it for the money, guys. They didn't do it for you as a viewer. They didn't do it for themselves. They didn't see the fun in it. What they saw was the money that they were making off of it, and as soon as they could quit their little teaching jobs because they were making money off YouTube, it was a job for them, then they did. So if they would have went to the United States and kept doing stuff about China that wasn't anti-Chinese, they simply wouldn't have made no money, and they would have had to go get a job. Now people like me are living the lives that they used to live, which is sort of nice. You know, they laid the track, but they never put the train on it. People like me get to ride the train now. Or on the way up here, it was a plane ride. On the way back, we're taking high-speed train from Changsha all the way to Nanning City. In the future, what do you have to look forward to on channels like mine? Well, I travel around China. I show you what it's really like. I talk about my life, my world, how things are, and what I see, what I experience, my opinions about certain things that happen. And the hell is this? And little places like this that I'm going in, guys. Looks like a park. And you know me with parks, guys. I love parks. Suliao, cicado. They are loud, but hey, it is a park. Cool. But we live the life. We're having fun here in China. And what have you got to look forward to on, say, Sturzel's channel? Or Matthew Ty's channel? Well, they're going to sit in front of a green screen. They're going to sit in a studio in Southern California, and they're going to regurgitate the news that they see. They're going to put their little anti-China hate, you know, racial slur type of twist to it. But it's basically going to be regurgitating the news that they read on Google News or see on the TV in Southern California. basically that's it. What they're going to do is they're going to regurgitate what I say and what Matt and the Barretts and Max and Noelia from Mexicanos in China and Alex from Reporterfy Media and Alex Absolute and all of these other people that are actually living the life here in China. They're going to regurgitate what they have said. Oh, they're loud, eh? You hear that? And tell you why we're doing things wrong and why we're shilling for the CPC and all of that stuff. That's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you about all of the bad things in this world, according to them, in their little world, sitting in their little studio. And none of it's going to be new. None of it's going to be anything that you haven't heard from either us or mainstream media or the politicians in the West already. Regurgitation, parroting, yes. They've gone as low as to parroting what other people do to entertain their, I gotta say it, they're racist viewers, because if they weren't racist, they wouldn't be watching these people. So these guys have turned from China vloggers that used to put out some pretty good stuff back in the day to one-trick ponies. China bad. What do you mean one-trick pony? China bad, China bad. What's your video about today? China bad. What's your video about next week? Oh, China bad. What's your ADV podcast going to be about? China bad. And your ADV motorcycle show? Oh, China bad. You know what I mean? Like, oh. So how long can people watch this shit before they say, I'm not watching any more of this garbage? You know what I mean? But then with the mentality of the people that watch their garbage, I would imagine that they'll be special and people will watch it for a long time, because there's a lot of racists out there. There's a lot of people that hate China for the wrong reasons. There's just a lot of narrow-minded characters out there in the world. And if somebody's spouting racial slurs and China bad, there's a certain number of people that are going to watch it. So these one-trick ponies, that's all they got to do for the next how many years? But sooner or later that's going to run out. Then what do they do? I'm pretty sure they're pissed at people like me that have basically taken over and started to live the life that they used to live in China here. With, you can go to all you can eat and all you can drink buffet for 70 RMB. For you Americans out there, that's about $10 or just over $10. You're not taxed to the nuts on every penny that you make. That's a big one. Healthcare doesn't cost you $1,000 American dollars a month. When you actually make money off Google LLP, the government doesn't swoop down and take all your cash. A Harbin beer on the street here in Changsha, not even $1 American dollar. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's no violence. There's no homeless camps. Rent isn't through the roof. You know what I mean? We're living a really good life here in mainland China. Although it is really loud in the summertime with those cicada. But that's beside the point. So, there's no violence. It's just not like that. So, no wonder they're pissed off at us. They're pissed off at us because we have what they used to have, and basically they're jealous of it. I'm sure of it, because I know if I was sitting in their shoes at this moment, I would be pissed off and I would be jealous also, because this life has something good about it. There's something wholesome about living in China as a foreigner. You can walk down the street and you can drink a beer. You can just crawl into a park like this in the middle of the afternoon and there's not one homeless person here. There's not one tent in the whole park. Oh, and this park here, I found out is the Chinese-Japanese Friendship Park. So it's to commemorate friendship between China and Japan. That's the way these people roll. And I think it gives you a good feeling inside just being in a place like this. No wonder these two hate China. They're like a little child. Something was taken away from them And of course I hate China because it was taken away from them. They acted improperly when they were here. They got slapped on the wrist. They ran to the United States, and now their whole world is bad-mouthing China because they figure that China is responsible for them not having the lives that they used to have, for them having to pay high medical insurance, having to live in a violent community like Southern California, having to watch homeless people on the streets of Venice Beach or Los Angeles or San Diego, any of these places around Southern California, having to pay high rent for their property, or with the South African guy, and the other guy had to buy a house and he had to put out a whole bunch of cash to do it. You know what I mean? So medical insurance to your vehicle insurance, to all of those things that are going to cost you an arm and a leg in the Western world, where in China everything is sort of a nominal fee. It's not that expensive. No wonder they're pissed off. They're just acting like children, and as we know by watching their videos, one-trick ponies. I hate China. I hate China. I hate China. That's basically all they can say. That's all they have in their repertoire now on their videos is China bad. One-trick ponies. China bad. Yeah, because I don't get to live in China anymore. So China bad. Oh, just like freaking children, eh? My God. So next time you tune in to Sturzul's channel or Ty's channel, and you wonder what you're going to be watching, you're going to be watching something that's telling you exactly what the news told you earlier in the week, or one of the YouTubers in mainland China told you earlier in the week. Only it's going to have a China bad spin on it. It's going to have a racial spin on it. It's going to be one of those things that it's not going to be a wholesome thing, and it's because they've been scorned by China. They tried to throw their racial bullshit around in mainland China. They thought they were special. They thought that they could get away with stuff like that here in China with no retribution for the people here on the internet. Well, they found out very quickly that that's not the case. It's like anywhere else. People here speak up for their rights and for their values just like anywhere else around the world. So when you listen to these guys tell you bad things about China, think about, well, you know, think about it this way. And this is as simple as I can put it, because I used to be a young buck too. That pretty girl that you got a crush on, and you ask her out, and she says, no, I wouldn't go out with you, go away. And then you hate her for the rest of your life. That's these guys with China. Like, seriously, oh, scorned by a beautiful girl or scorned by a beautiful country. Now everything is bad about China, and that's just the way it is. So think about that when you're watching these videos. Think about how it's being skewed the way they want it to be skewed. How it's a one-trick pony show that only tells you China bad, only tells you regurgitated news, only tells you regurgitated YouTube content from smaller channels like mine, because I'm still here in China, and chances are they never will be. Scorned, one-trick ponies. Anyway, that's another video from the Chinese-Japanese Friendship Park here in Changsha City, mainland China. Go figure, eh? And Weifeng and I just jumped on a plane this morning, and bang, we're here. It's that easy. Couple of $100, bingo bango. Travel's easy, guys. Oh, and that's another thing they probably miss. Travel's easy. Hotels are cheap. Food is great. People are great. No violence. Life is good. And Gweilo's gonna go get another beer. So that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Push that share button. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And whatever you do, don't forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Holy smokes, I got lots of rules here. Can everybody name these rules? There ain't no green screens here on my videos in mainland China. But there are green beers. Thank God for green beers. At least green canned beers.